Peace, family. I want to talk to the family about this rapper from Chicago. He was an affiliate of Chief Keef, 600 Bossmoo. We're hearing now that he actually committed suicide, but he didn't just commit suicide. He committed suicide, and he also killed his girlfriend. You know, they were saying that it was an argument, and after the argument, you know, she called the police saying that he pulled out a gun on her. And when the police arrived, they found him dead with a gunshot wounds. They found her dead with gunshot wounds. It was alleged first that maybe the police, the LAPD had shot him, but now it's coming out that the LAPD didn't shoot him. He actually, it was a murder-suicide. Now they're saying that he was online saying that there was voices in his head not too long ago telling him to kill himself. Voices in his head telling him to kill himself. You know, mentally this young man probably was going through a lot, man. I keep trying to tell y'all that a lot of our people suffer from undiagnosed PTSD in the communities that we come from. We see too much. The young mind experience and see too much. When I was his age, 32 years old and younger, I seen too many murders. I never thought about killing my girlfriends or killing any girl that I've been with. I never thought about that. But we see the situation with that young rapper down in Dallas, a little loaded, when he killed himself because he was going through it over a woman. Undiagnosed PTSD and mental health in the black community is a serious thing, especially mental health amongst young boys. I think that y'all guys out there need to understand something. There's been a lot of women being murdered at the hands of young black men because we have mental health issues in our communities and traumas that we're not dealing with. Nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody's turned up. When something like this happens, they say, oh man, that's a shame. We start pointing the fingers. You niggas ain't this. You niggas ain't that. You girls picking the wrong guys and all this kind of stuff. But nobody's dealing with the undiagnosed traumas that we go through. You live in cities like Philadelphia, Cleveland, St. Louis, Chicago, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta. Man, I mean, you know, if you grow up in a black community in these cities, most likely you've seen a dead body in the street. Most likely you got a dead relative. We suffering from traumas, man. Undiagnosed traumas that we never got help for. You got black men out here blowing each other away wholesale. And now the new thing is like, you have no remorse for a woman. The society that we live in today, we don't view women as a weaker vessel or the other half that we should take care of, that we should love on as men, as being the aggressor, the stronger. We view women as equal, and we treat them as equal. We'll do to a woman the same thing we'll do to a man in a heartbeat. That's what we've been conditioned, how we've been conditioned to view women. And women a lot of times want that same equality, but it's not the same, man. We got different roles. And when you start teaching that stuff to men, we begin to behave towards women the same way we will behave towards a man. And you couple that with the already traumas that a lot of us young men suffer with that we never got help for, man, it's a recipe for disaster, man. It's a recipe for disaster. Just think about this, right? He's a young guy. Him and Chief Keef, they're young guys. They come out of the south side of Chicago. They make it all the way up to the hills of LA. Riding around in all the hot cars, access to the prettiest women, and he's still not happy. He's still unfulfilled. There's still something going on. They still have friends being gunned down and murdered. Money don't make you happy. Certain aspects of success don't make you happy because it all depends on how you acquire that success. It doesn't make you happy. You got people on the sideline watching the Chief Keefs and the 600 Bossmoos and the pretty girls, and they want to emulate that. They want to be like that. But you never really get a chance to see into their lives. Like, you watching him in the hot cars. They got the guns in the video. They got the big booty chicks. They got all that. But he's dying on the inside. He got voices on the inside telling him to kill him. He's still not, he so-called got this illusion of wealth or this illusion of happiness, and they're presenting it to the world, but the man has issues. And you're following that same demonic energy, and you're bringing that same type of energy right into your life. It's coming right into your life. I talk about this in my videos a lot about mental health, man. I've done videos over the years, multiple videos over the years about suicide amongst young black men. Because we always got to be strong. We always got to be hard. We're not allowed to sometimes just cry. We're not allowed to sometimes just go home and lay on mama's shoulder, man, and just get some wisdom. We don't always have them big homies to come and give us game. You know what I'm saying? And tell us it's going to be all right, man, when the world is kicking us in the ass and we don't got answers to the issues, man. Everybody always tell us to toughen up, man up. What avenues do young black men got where they can go to just air out their grievances? Sometimes to just decompress. What we have? They don't have nothing for young black men. Young black men is blowing each other away every day. I mean, so many of us got dead homies, man. Some of us is still running from the spirits of the bodies we caught. But we can't go into the church. We can't go nowhere and talk about that. I'm gonna walk into a church and say, Pastor, well, you know, man, I killed 4 people, man. You know, I killed 4 people in my life, man, and I'm still seeing their faces in my mind, man. I mean, you know, I'm going through things sometimes, man. I'm scared to go to sleep because they coming in my sleeps, man. Every time when I'm having a good time, just hold my baby, sometime one of them guys come in my mind, man. I can't get the idea of him running away from me, asking me not, or when I had him on the ground and I said, don't shoot. He said he begged me not to shoot, but I still shot him in the face. I can't get that out of my mind. See, I got to make this raw and uncut for you. See, because if you don't come from this type of life, you don't understand. But when you look outside into Chicago and these places and you see these young guys acquire acquire so-called the illusion of wealth, but they still not happy. They get high every day. They try to get away from their demons. They shower themselves with expensive gifts that they really can't afford. A bunch of freaking women and all kinds of stuff. But they're not happy. Some of us had homies die in our arms. Our own children shot. Some of our fathers been gunned down. You understand what I'm saying? And we dealing with the undiagnosed pain. We dealing with a lot of self-hate. So when I come across another brother or a sister, if she break my heart, some of us got mommy issues. If she break my heart, she in trouble. A lot of our sisters, man, picking these guys, man. I always told my daughters, I'm a changed man today, but I used to tell my daughters years ago, don't you dare come in the house with a dude like me. We got to talk about this kind of stuff, man, because it's going to keep happening. So many of these rappers are killing themselves. A lot of these young brothers in the street, if they're not killing themselves, they're doing death by cop. Or they're committing crimes in the street with other crews, knowing they're going to get killed. I live in a city where it's almost 400 homicides. 87% of them are young black men. If you sit down and just talk to these brothers and see what they're going through, man, you'd be, oh my goodness, man. And I know because I come from it. I come from it. This type of stuff hits home to me because I never tried to kill my girlfriend, but I tried to commit suicide twice. I was running from evil spirits that was in my mind based off of my past. And it took me a while to get through that. The only thing that saved my life through that was the birth of my youngest son. When I knew that I had to make a change. I knew that I had to do away with old things. The Most High gave me a son at an older age to the point where I knew. That's why at the end of all my videos, I say I love my people more than they hate themselves. And I pray to the universal creator Most High that these words are enough to inspire you. These words are enough to make you look at yourself in the mirror and make change. These words are enough to make you look at your children and know you have to make change. When my son came out of my wife's womb and I held him and looked at him, I knew that old life and them old demons and spirits was over. The Most High had given me a gift. But we need places where young black men can talk, can air out, and be vulnerable without feeling like they're going to be made fun of and looked at as weak. We need them. Because if not, our women, our babies, your sons are going to be victims to these young black men that have issues. If you don't want to deal with the black boys' issues, we're going to have to deal with them. Stop pointing fingers. Oh, y'all killing us. Women, stop it. Y'all killing us. No. Get these black boys the help. Get your sons the help that they need. Get your sons the help that they need, because they need help. Take it from me. I know what I'm talking about. I come from that. They need help, man. So I'm going to cut this video short, man. 600 Mo, whatever you call it, Bossmoo, killed herself. Rest in peace to Green Jess. You know, she called the police, man, and, you know, he gunned her down. He gunned her down, man. But there's so many other stories of girls being with guys and getting gunned down, man. We got to deal with mental health in our communities, man. Don't leave no comments on my page about in gender war shit and black boys killing girls. Let's talk about the mental health of our people. Because it's not just black boys killing girls, it's black boys killing black boys every day. Black women, your sons are getting blown away by other black women's sons and black men's sons. We need to get our boys some mental health help. Help. Nobody ever gave me mental health when my homie died in my arms. Blood coming out of his mouth, trying to talk to me, grabbing my shirt, and just dying just like that, and had to pry his hand off my shirt. Ain't nobody never sit me down and say, yo, you the fuck okay? Do you need help? No. No. Nobody cared. So we talk this real shit, because I lived a real life. So I know what I'm talking about. I know what I see. And I know what brothers go through. I got a cousin, in closing, that killed himself, my cousin Michael, his wife, and both his children. September 6, 2006, in Chester, PA. My cousin Michael. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about when dealing with this. And he would call around and ask, if you killed yourself, would you go to hell? But nobody really took him serious. Nobody thought that he would do something like that. But on that day, he went to school and he killed his son. Then he went to school, picked up his daughter, murdered her, called their mothers to the home, killed her, and then killed himself. We dealing with mental health issues, man. This is my favorite cousin in the world. No, never in a million years would I have ever thought that he would do something like that. But when you're dealing with mental health and depression, that's a demon spirit, man, that will get you to do anything. So before you start pointing the fingers, look at yourself in the mirror and know that you have to make change. All right? So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.